What's going on, Assassins? It's Dark Shard of the YouTube Assassin, and we end the Taco Tuesday Trifecta with Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, we have Sekhmet as our normal mode god. What does this mean? As I tell you every week, you can begin these battles at level 40, and if you are level 40, Sekhmet will also be level 40, being that she's the normal mode god. Now, whatever level you are, if you have any of the DLCs, the highest level is level 55. You can actually go all the way to 55. She will also be level 55. Now, at 75, 50, and 25% health, she will release her minions. Her minions are tethered to her. Taking them out will take bits and pieces off of her life. So make sure you get them. If you do not see the bubble pop back on her chest, that means that there is a minion somewhere on the loose. Go find them, take them out. You can clearly see the lines there. That means that they're tethered. So look for that as the clue. Now, as far as what you want to do in this arena, you want to not get too close. Those fiery flames there will burn you, that red circle. If you go outside of the yellow circle, that's out of bounds. You may actually have to restart this fight, and you won't have the resources you just used, like all the arrows. You want to pick up the bags you see, speaking of arrows, because they will give you extra arrows to keep you in the fight longer. And you want to avoid her hazards. Her hazards will include throwing those 2 fireballs at you. She will also have a fire beam come off her head. It'll split off into 2 later on in the fight. She also has a circle that she has appear on the ground. It will fill with flame. Now, for defeating her, you will gain 1000 XP, 250 drachma, and a tier 1 god weapon or gear piece. I already won, so I have all the pieces. They just give me an extra 1000 XP. Next up, we have Sobek. Sobek is going to be our hard mode god. That means that he and his minions will be 3 levels higher than our highest level. If you're 40, he'll be level 43. If you're level 55 like I am, he's level 58. So just keep that in mind as you're battling him. What you want to do is avoid the same things you did with Sekhmet. And what you want to do is also avoid his new hazards. His hazards are going to be those rock geysers that come from the ground. He throws a rock wall at you. There it is right there. And then he also has a volley of arrows that will come flying. You'll have to block with the shield and get the heck out of the way so that way you are not taken out. Also, speaking of taken out, the enemies, his minions, can be taken out by those items. They are affected by his hazards and whatnot, so just keep that in mind. You're able to kind of duck it. They're able to take the brunt of it. Same thing applies. You're going to run around, make sure that you pick up those bags and whatnot. The other thing that you want to do is make sure you've got the right equipment. What I have is weapons that are melee, that are health on hit and health on crit, so it'll keep me in the fight longer, especially if I didn't have as many skill points in any of the things that I had. If I did not have that many skill points, I'd probably be taking a lump in depending on my level. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that your arrows are actually something that will do damage over time. Now again, I have arrows that are health on hit, health on crit, but if you don't have anything like that, what you may want to do is look for anything that has bleeding on hit or poison on hit. That's a damage over time item. DOT items, once they hit him and connect, he'll start bleeding out or taking poison damage, and it'll happen little by little, but it'll slowly drain away and sap his life, which is what you want to do. That way you're in the fight longer and you're just taking him out. For defeating this god, you will get 1000 XP, 250 drachma, and you will get a tier 2 god item. I, again, have the tier 2 god item, so what ends up happening for me is I get another 1000 XP. Now, we have the community challenge. Collectively, we need to defeat 10,000 gods. If you do participate in at least killing 1 god of the 10,000, you can go to Ubisoft Connect and you can collect your tier 3 god item. And again, if you get all three or all four gods defeated, like every single week, you will be able to complete the set. In every major town, we have Retta and his Nomad's Bazaar. He sells carbon crystals. I tell you all the time, do not ever buy those. There are tons of them in the world. And he also sells Heka chests. This is his way of gambling. Buying a Heka chest, you have the option of possibly getting an epic or a legendary gear piece or item piece. Legendaries in this game are way better than epics, so you may want to sell off your epics. Now, every day at about 8 p.m. Eastern, he will give you a brand new daily quest. Completing the quest gives you a Heka chest and 1500 XP. So, this one is recover the merchandise. What we have to do is go and actually do as it says. He'll give us a location. We'll go over there. We will recover whatever merchandise is stolen by any bandit camps, by soldiers, whatever. Now, the hardest thing to do here, taking out just one or two guys and then going to get the merchandise, that is really hard to do, but it's the easiest thing. You could just grab the stuff and like leave. Otherwise, if you get caught, what you're going to have to end up doing is fighting everybody before you could even interact with that merchandise. If somebody was looking at me right now, I couldn't even interact with that, which means I could not grab that. So what we're going to do after we do that is go and speak to Retta. There's my 1500 XP.
I never doubted you.
And what did I get? Oh, I got a legendary. The Wings of Ashur. I actually think I've got this, so what I'll do is I'll sell this off and anything else that I don't need. Anyway, that's all there is for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one. You know how we end it.